love bugs. You have now tuned into the game recap on BET, boy. Alright guys, so subscribe to this channel if you have not yet done so. It's pretty brand new. Alright, also be sure to share this video wherever you like to share videos. So Chardonnay, she asked Tasha to help her to kind of get her name back because all these blogs and these shows, they are bashing her. They're making her look bad. She feels like it's slander. So she wants Tasha to put back on her manager hat and kind of help her to get out of this predicament that she's in. Well, not really predicament, but this whole like media stuff. She said she's not used to being in the limelight. She's not really feeling it. So Tasha accepts and she's ready to help her out. Jason, he's now the coach for Blue, trying to get him squared and good. Malik, he says that he's not going to have sex with anyone for the next 6 months. I'm like, yeah, okay, let's see how that goes. And that's the same thing Kiara was saying. She was like, you're not going to be able to do it. So he made a little bet with her. He said if he does, then he'll buy her a bag. You know, and them bags be expensive. I'll be like, you got to buy me the best bag. Yeah, because pretty much because Ayana had told him that he's not capable of loving anyone but football. So he's trying to prove a point now. Chardonnay, she goes to the Perez Hilton show, and he's just making a whole mockery out of the whole situation. And he was just like, he wants facts. She doesn't have any facts. She doesn't really know anything. So she's not going to go too far with her career and branding herself, because they ask you questions and you're like, oh, I don't know. Blue realizes that Jason keeps on like going hard on him because of the issues that he's having in his personal life. So he mentions it, and Jason, I guess he gets kind of offended, and he starts getting all unprofessional, saying that Blue's a groupie because he was with Kiara, who's a semi-celebrity. He was also with Sierra, and he mentioned somebody else that he was with, and he says that that Blue is somebody, Blue wishes that he was him. And then they kind of going back and forth, like pretty much hurting each other, because Blue says something like, oh, and you wish that you were still able to play, but you're not. Basically, like, you're washed up. Chardonnay, she goes to talk to Jason. She just wants him to give her the real truth and just lay the cards on the table, because I think she needs that closure in order to be able to move forward. And she realizes that, you know, even when Perez was mentioning the whole kiss situation, it's like she was being naive to it, and she kind of was just taking his word for it, because he said the kiss didn't mean anything. And when she told Perez about it, he's like, there was a kiss? Like, they kissed and you were okay with that? I mean, I know I wouldn't be okay with that. Wait, hold on. We supposed to be getting married and you kissing other people? What Ross is going on here? Like, what? So, yeah, that's unacceptable. So, first they're talking and everything, and he says that she was like, what did I do to deserve this? And he's like, you didn't do anything to deserve this. And he was like, I was just being a coward. I didn't want to come to you. I didn't even want to face you. I didn't want to talk to you about this, because he knew he was wrong. Then he finally confesses that it was the kiss that he shared with her that caused him to realize that he wanted to be with her. With Kelly, I'm talking about. And he said that he realized after the whole incident that had occurred, how she was kind of like trying to get him to get away with it, but Kelly had his back. And that's what he realized he needed and that he wanted, and that's why he wanted to be with her. So he was, when he seen her facial expression, he was like, that's why I don't like to tell the truth. Even though Chardonnay was upset, I think that she respected the fact that he told the truth for once. Like, he really laid it down on the table. And that's the thing that a lot of people, they fear. You know, they don't give you the whole truth. They kind of dress it up a little bit, or they'll put a little bit of sugar in it to kind of make it taste good when they give it to you, because they know that it hurts feelings. and it causes hate. It causes pain. And a lot of people, they fear that. They don't want to see the person that they're talking to go through that. So they lie. And they continue on with the lies. And it's lie after lie, lies on top of lies. And then it's unfair to the other person, because they never get to hear the truth. Or when they finally do get to hear the truth, it can be even worse. It's even more painful. But at least he finally told her, and she was like, nah, you know what? I'm not even mad, because you're finally telling the truth. This is exactly what I need to hear. And I feel like she finally got that closure. And what he said that really like kind of gave her like the extra kick or the extra punch is that he said, it's not that. And that's also like the whole kiss thing, is when he realized that she wasn't the woman for him. Yeah, and that's when like everything, he realized that he loves Kelly and that she wasn't the woman for him. So it could be the complexion of her skin, it could be just that he feel like she didn't really have his back. There are certain things that, or certain ways that she likes to live that he does not like to live. It could be several different things, because we've seen their relationship evolve. And a lot of times I'll be like, dang, like, why is this show only 30 minutes? You know? It's like, I feel like it's so much more that could be said in these episodes. But, so Tasha, I feel like she's taking advantage of TT, because he was like watching the baby for several hours while she was helping Chardonnay. And other times as well, and she just kind of pays him. He was supposed to go on a date. She was like, you know, I'll pay you for that. I'll pay you for the what she said, disconnection, not disconnection. I'll pay you the fee for you pretty much saying that you're not going to go anymore. So the cancellation fee. And then when he comes to drop off the baby, after Tasha, I guess she had just came out the shower because her hair was kind of wrapped up in a towel. She's like, where you going? And he's like, nah, I feel like I've had too much estrogen around me. I gotta go get my manhood back. And she's just like, you know, don't leave. And he's like, nah, I'm gonna go hang out with this person, this person. She's like, well, you can bring them all here. You know, we can have a little party or whatever. Come on. He's like, nah. And once he leaves, the baby starts like crying and everything. And I feel like she looks like she's overwhelmed. And maybe because she hasn't dealt with a child since Malik was a baby, you know, and that's like, what, he's like 30. So that's a long time to have such a big, that's a big, huge gap. Like, that could have been his child at the end of the day, you know, because of the age difference between the two. It's like now he finally got a little sister, but they can never really relate to one another. It's more like he'll be giving her almost like fatherly advice because of the age difference. So she just looks like she's so concerned, like, oh my God, like, how am I going to handle this baby? I mean, maybe when she was younger, she had her dad or whoever, because, you know, she wasn't really that close with her dad, but she could have had somebody helping her out. But now it's like, it's just her all alone, trying to deal with a baby, trying to make the baby stop crying, and it's like, oh my God, what do I do now? So she calls up Malik out of all people, talking about, when you get this message, I need you to watch your sister. I'm like, Malik though, out of all people, you gonna let him handle a baby? Okay. She's really losing her mind. But that was pretty much the episode. It's pretty darn interesting. And once again, it's like a lot of times, I mean, not today. Like, I would like to see more of that whole Chardonnay and Jason situation. That's like the juiciest part of this storyline. I mean, to me, at the end of the day, this is still a pretty good show. I did like the original, of course, but I'm used to the characters now, like Blue and Kiera. They've transitioned pretty well. Alright, guys, thanks for watching. Be sure to stay fabulous, live free, and soar limitless. I will see you in the next one. Later.